Hey everyone, it's a Phoam Ranger, here another episode of Phoam Ranger Sports. This episode is previewing women's basketball's upcoming home game on Saturday, January 10th at 1 in the afternoon. And it's the first game of doubleheader between women and the men. When the women will take on Colorado State, the game will be available on the Mountain West Netowrk and 670 KBOI AM. Again, it's a doubleheader. The men play at 7 against Utah State, and in between, Bronco Athletics is doing like a little courts little get together. Now in the Noble Hall of Fame, it's like $100 a pop in person or something like that. In between the games, like from 4 to 6, something like that. Soon after the women's game concludes, you go to the Noble Hall of Fame. Since you can have some wine and maybe beer or something like that too, and just talk basketball for a little bit. And be able to chill in a heated place in between the games. Anyway, right now, Bronco Women, after winning in the Air Force, are 11-5 in the year and 2-3 conference play. Again, they'll take on the Colorado State Rams on Saturday, 1 o'clock. Right now, Colorado State in women's basketball is once when the loads. They're 13-3 in the year and 4-1 in conference play. They're 5-0 on the road this year, 7-2 at home. They started the year with the nearly 20-point win against Weber State. They had a dominant home win against Long Beach State, 73-34. They won at Gonzaga by 4 points. Won home against San Diego by nearly 30. Won at Oregon State by 6 points. They dominated a non-Division I opponent, South Dakota Mines. Then they played the Resorts World Classic, win against Texas Southern by 16, lost by 2 against Stanford on the road. They only lost by 12 to Utah at home. Then they beat Sun Utah by 23, won at San Francisco by 17, beat the Wolfpack by 13 on the road, beat San Diego State by 9 at home. They beat Grand Canyon by 14 on the road. Then they beat Fresno State by 3 points at home. Then they just recently lost to New Mexico at home by 7 points. So they do have some impressive wins, including over power conference teams. In terms of their roster, starting off is senior forward number 0, Madeline Bragg, 6'3" out of Aberdeen, South Dakota. She's previously played at Division II level at Northern State. This is her first season with the Rams. She is NCIS All-Conference first team at Northern University. Then it's sophomore guard number 1, Chloe Foreby, 5'10", out of Lincoln, Illinois. Sophomore guard number 2, Brooke Carlson, 5'8", out of Batavia, Illinois. Senior guard number 3, Lexis Bargesser, 5'9", out of Grass Lake, Michigan. She's previously played for Indiana. This is her first year at Colorado State. Then it's freshman guard number 4, Allie Roden. 5'10", out of Clackamas, Oregon. There's Richard Jr., 4, number 5, Jaden Fife, 6 foot, out of North Richland Hills, Texas. Multi-year starter for the Rams. Then it's grad transfer 4, number 6, Lexi Denon, 6'2", out of Missoula, Montana. She has previously played for Montana State. Then it's a freshman guard forward combo player number 10, Bree Bowman, 6 footer, Prior Lake, Minnesota. Freshman guard number 11, Gianna Smith, 5'11", out of Littleton, Colorado. Senior guard number 14, Marta Lemagne, 6 footer, out of Ventspils, Latvia. She has been at Colorado State her whole career. This redshirt freshman guard number 23, Caitlin Kramer, 6'3", out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Redshirt freshman forward number 24, Olivia Paulicki, 6'1", out of Shakopee, Minnesota. Senior guard number 30, Hannah Ronsiek, 5'11", out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She's played for the Rams her entire career, which again in this day and age is more of a rarity. Redshirt freshman guard number 31, McKenna Murphy, 5'11", out of Omaha, Nebraska. Their head coach is Ryan Williams. Assistant coach is Rico Burkett. Assistant coach is Linda Sealfonkshan. Assistant coach, recruiting coordinator is Rachel Erickson. Assistant coach, Annie Brady. Director of Women's Basketball Ops is Marcy Johnston. Athletic trainer is Annie Lopez Bauman. G.A. Samuel. Assistant strength conditioning coach is Michael Taylor. Assistant athletic director, student athlete mental health performance is Ross Barr. In terms of stats, first of all, their team stats. So far this year, they have 1,039 total points, averaging 69.3. Defensively, they've limited their opponents to 8 on 12 or 54 points per game. Shooting-wise, as a team, they are 379 out of 884 for 43%. They average 25 made field goals per game. They've only allowed opponents to make 286 out of 8 on 20 attempts for 35%. They only allow 19 made field goals per game. Three-point range are 100 out of 316 for 32%. 6.7 made threes per game. Defensively, they've allowed 98 threes out of 318 attempts. They allowed 31% three-point shooting to opponents, and they allowed 6.5 threes per game. They're 181 out of 243 from the charity stripe, 74.5%. They average 12.1 free throws per game. They have 561 total boards, about 37 boards per game, 186 assists. They average 12 assists per game. They've committed 157 turnovers. They average 10.5 turnovers per game. They average 15.2 points off point of turnovers. They force 221 turnovers. They force 14.7 turnovers per game. They only allow opponents to score 9.5 points off turnovers per game. They have 108 steals. They average 7.2 steals per game. 46 block shots, 3.1 block shots per game. In terms of their player stats, Alexis Bargesser has started every game, 30.6 minutes a game, 88 of 179 for 49% overall, limited 32 for 34% for 3, 53 of 64 from charity stripe for 83%, averages 16 points per game. 16 offensive, 90 total boards, 27 fouls, 46 assists, 30 turnovers. So someone who is turnover prone, but someone who makes up for that with 24 steals, 10 block shots. So Broncos have to be really mindful of ball control when they go in her area and pass around her. Hannah Runsiak has started every game, 31 minutes a game, 48 of 127 overall for 38%, 33 of 98 for 34% overall, and 19-22 for 86% for Charity Stripes, so another well-rounded shooter. 9.9 points per game, 70 total boards, 43 fouls, 11 assists, 16 turnovers, 25 steals, 9 block shots. Brooke Carlson, 15 starts, averages just shy of 30 minutes a game, 48 of 115 for 42% overall, 9 of 39 for 3 for 23%, so below average 3-point shooter. 36 of 47 from the arc from the charity stripe for 77%, which is 9.4 points per game. 32 total boards, 20 fouls, 42 assists, 33 turnovers, 19 steals, and 3 blocks. Chloe Foreb, 15 starts, 26 minutes a game, 48 of 116 for 41%, 5 of 20 from beyond the arc, and 27-53 from charity stripe for 51%. So some of the Broncos can live with shooting the free throw. 8.5 points per game, 47 offensive, 87 total boards, 11 fouls, 37 assists, 21 turnovers, and 9 steals. Ranga Bragg has started 11 games of 15 played, 21 minutes a game, 49 of 90 from the floor for 54%, 18 to 23 from charity stripe at 78%, 7.7 points per game, 28 offensive, 58 total boards, 34 fouls, 8 assists, 18 turnovers, 8 steals, 8 block shots. Lexi Denton has started 4 of 15 games played, just over 13 minutes a game, 22-43 overall for 51%, 12-14 for 86% from the charity stripe, 3.7 points per game, 20 offensive, 49 total boards, 31 fouls, 2 assists, 16 turnovers, 6 steals, 7 block shots. Hannah Murphy's playing every game, 17.5 minutes a game, 37-89 for 42% overall, 31-71 for 44% for 3, so their best shooter in terms of stat-wise and percentage-wise. 5 of 6 from the charity stripe, 83%, 7.3 points per game, 36 total boards, 11 fouls, 11 is 6 turnovers, 7 steals, and 2 block shots. Martin Lemaine has played every game, 92.3 minutes, 28 of 83 from the floor for 34%, 5 of 27 from beyond the arc for 19%, in line from charity stripe, 73%, 4.6 points per game, 32 total boards, 7 fouls, 18 assists, 7 turnovers, 5 steals, 7 block shots. Everyone else has either played 13 games or 8 or less, and all the others average under 8 a game, 8 minutes a game, and none of them really much of a threat. So, yeah, Boise State's going to have their work cut out for them in this one. Going to have to hope that they have a solid crowd for this one that can really affect Colorado State's shooting. Well, Colorado State is one of the top teams in conference, I believe, especially stat-wise. The Broncos have scored 1,143 points. They average 71 points per game. However, they've allowed opponents scored 1,119 points, or 69.9 points allowed per game. As a team, the Broncos are shooting 4-12 out of 9 of 49 for 43%. They average 25.8 made field goals per game. They have allowed for 15 out of 9 of 93 attempts. They allow teams to shoot about 42% from the floor, and they allow 25.9 field goals per game. From the 3-point line, they are 108 of 274 for 39%. They average 6.8 threes per game. However, they've allowed 112 out of 381 threes. They allow opponents to make 29%, but they allow 7 made threes per game. They are 211 out of 292 from charity stripe for 72%. They average 13 free throws per game. 567 boards, 35.4 boards per game. 266 assists, 16.6 assists per game. Broncos have turned the ball over 270 times. They average 16.9 turnovers per game. They score 15.9 points off opponent turnovers. However, we have forced opponents to turn the ball over 271 times, and we force about 60.9 turnovers per game, and we allow opponents to score 16.8 points off our turnovers. 117 steals, 7.3 per game, 54 blocks, 3.4 per game. So again, Boise State women's basketball is going to have the work cut out for them. If they're going to win, it's going to be close. Broncos going to have to score with Colorado State. And we got to look at the archives on this one. Or the record book. Let's get a download of it. Download it, should say, just to load the full screen version. Again, for the women's record stuff, it does it by season, not like a series record. So gotta go all the way down to when we get to season by season. Again, the very first time I played them was like in 1996 or 1986. Won that one, so we're 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2 in the inaugural year of the Mountain West, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 4-5, 4-6, 4-7, 4-8, 5-8, 5-9, 6-9, 7-9, 8-9, 9-9, 10-9, 11-9, 12-9, 12-10, 12-11, 13-11, 13-12, 14-12, 14-13, 14-14, 14-15, 14-16, 14-17, 14-18. So we've lost the past like 3 or 4 times we played him. And at home, in the last 5 home games, we are starting 22-23, 0-1. And 2. 1-2. 1-3. 1-4. In the last 5, we're 1-4 against Colorado State at home. So again, we got our work cut out for them. Again, that goes back to 2020-21 season because, again, there were some years where we only played them once. So it'll take a big effort from the Bronco Women to win this one. It is at home, but again, last 5 at home against Colorado State, we were 1-4 against them. So we definitely need to get this win. Again, the Broncos win, they'll be even at 3-3 conference play, will get their 12th win of the season. So here's to a Bronco Women home win on Saturday afternoon in Game 1 at the basketball doubleheader. So, yep, here's to a win for the ladies on Saturday afternoon. Again, 1 p.m. against Colorado State. Going to be on the air on the Mountain West Netowrk and 670 KBOI AM.